I don't know if I set everything up right, but I hope I set everything up right. Let's see. Um check check check. Oh yeah, I can hear everything. Alrighty. Welcome everybody. This is going to be Harry Potter and Dark Philosopher. I took the Harry Potter, the first book, and I translated it a bunch of times through really bad translation engines. And what's wrong with my glasses? I'm the dark one. I'm the dark one. Anyway, um, yeah, let's do it. All right. Chapter 1, Harry Potter, Dark Philosopher, Part 1. You will understand later. Children. What the fuck is this? Oh my god. Hold on. Um, how can I? Oh, wait, what is it happening? I can't get this. What is happening? I can't get this to blending. No. Oh, there we go. Way better. The Dursleys thank you very much and are proud to say this is a completely normal for previous 4 games. This is completely normal, nothing to worry about. My eyes are completely normal. You don't have to worry about nothing. This is completely normal. We start off like that. This is completely normal. People who expect to be involved in weird or mysterious things took a too long time because they didn't expect this crap. Yep, I mean, right off the bat, already people saying they ain't gonna take it. You know, that's how it is. Dursley's is the CEO of Gleaning Drilling Company. There are many others, but he's the CEO. This is hilarious. He was just a man with a beard and a beard. Just like Chuck Norris, he has a beard on top of his beard. It's normal. Mrs. The Dursleys wore double color trousers. And she was a smart girl who could climb over the garden fence and look around. Oh my god. The Dursleys named their son Dudley, although they thought he would be a good boy. This makes no fucking sense. Anyway. Ladies and gentlemen, what time is it now? Our story begins with the Dursleys waking up on Black Tuesday. This whole thing was a fucking... The whole story was a fucking preface. Ladies and gentlemen, what time is it now? Our story begins with Dursleys waking up on Black Tuesday. This strange and wonderful thing in the dark sky did not predict that it would happen to people all over the earth. Help, a very boring job. The Dursleys thought. Mr. Dudley said Dudley in the chair. Wait, what? Mr. Dudley said Dudley in the chair? In a high chair and chatted happily before leaving. He doesn't like flying cats through the window. Yeah, dude. Ain't nobody likes them flying, like cats flying back and forth through the window. You don't want that. Man, it's so annoying when it happens, It's so annoying when you get cats flying through your windows. 8:30, sir. The Dursleys left the bag with the woman. What the fuck? The Dursleys held their cheeks and tried to kiss Dudley. Now in awe, Dudley threw the flowers against the wall and waved goodbye to avoid trouble. This dude said, "Fuck them flowers," and I was like, "Hey, goodbye. Hey, no trouble, no trouble, mister. No trouble, mister." Oh my, slowly, cried the king. What king? The Dursleys left. He drove himself, and several passengers got out of the car. He drove himself and several. Wait, where did those passengers come from? On the street corner, the man saw something strange. The first sign of card reader. Second man don't understand. Man, I don't understand. And I don't understand. I don't understand. This makes no sense. He saw Dursleys, but when he turned around, he saw him, heard him shaking. Small group of people stood at the corner of a private car. Hey, this is a private car. I can stand around and whatever I want, right? Don't call cops. A small group of people stood at the corner of private car. Do not map to map. Do not map. Map. This sounds like some like the new do not map to map. Hold on, where was I? Do not map to map. What could he do with all his heart? It takes effort to shine. The man closed his eyes. Dursleys look at the dog. I look back. Offer it to God. Oh my. As Dursleys turned the corner outside, the glass wolf appeared. Then there was a sign that said, "High drive, don't do this." Oh my. Look at the label. Cats cannot read maps or signs. Help Rasley move and put down the dog because of life. Although he was told not to exercise on the way to town, he couldn't decide what to do in the morning. What? I am so confused about where we are in the book. Boy. He stood at the end of the house, and the drill was pulled out with a purpose. When I was in the group in the morning, I noticed that the place was packed with weirdly dressed people. People wearing clothes. Oh my God. I'm wearing clothes. Am I weird people? Good people disagree. Oh my God. I'm not good people. See, definitely. Look at my eyes. They are spooky. I think it's just green screen shining back from the light. Anyway, the Dudleys were dressed in unusual clothes. Oh, so okay, at least they were wearing clothes that teenagers would enjoy. Oh, so they like to dress young. Cool, okay. He thought it was a stupid decision. Then why the fuck he wore it? He muttered to himself, fingers on steering wheel, searching for something unfamiliar. He complained without resentment. The king was very angry. The king of fucking Britain. The king of Britain. When the Dursley realized that the boy was nice to everyone. That's it? That's the sentence? Why is this man on the blue shirt bigger than me? Hey, 30% of Americans have this problem. Hey, now we know. Now we know some facts. Now we know some facts. Mr. Dursley has a small wee wee because compares him to different people. Hold on 1 second. Please don't die. I'll not die. Anyway, where was I? The king was very angry. Oh no, I was. Why is this man in the blue shirt bigger than me? I'm telling you, he got some PP issues. He got some PP issues, and that's what it is. You worry about you worry about yourself. Too close. Press hero. Activate Power Rangers. Dursley. This is nonsense again. Those people are good at something. Yes. After a few minutes, the car stopped. Barrett drowsily showed. Who the fuck is Barrett? Who's Barrett? He's a grower, not a shower. Yeah, definitely. Anyway, the guy shows up, graining sparklot, but he's determined to teach. He's determined. He's like, hey, he like Jesus, man. He gotta teach. Man, the Dursleys always sat in their ninth floor office with their backs to the window. Otherwise, it would be difficult to concentrate on studying in the morning. What he saw was not deer flying in the sun, but people passing by. I mean, shit. You can confuse, but I mean, the deer's flying by, them fish are whizzing by all the fucking time, and I mean, the dogs are meowing, cats are barking, shit. It gets confusing, I mean, I can't really blame him. He got into the hall, opened it, and the owl flew away. Most of them had never seen a wolf, not even at night. But Mr. Dursley morning was normal, without dogs. Shout out to 5 different people. Hey, shout out to 5 different people. 5 random people, whoever's in the chat. Shout out to you, shout out to you, shout out to you, and shout out to you as well. They talk about important things and some yell. After lunch, he was very happy and decided to stretch his legs and cross the street to buy bread from the baker. Hold on, my dog wants something. And we're back to Harry Potter and Dark Philosopher. 21 translations in one. Anyway, he forgot about the masked man until he passed by the bakery. He watched them pass. I didn't know why, but I felt terrible. Everyone celebrates, but the gift box cannot be found. Shame. For shame. As he passed them, his bag filled with large cakes, he heard some noises. Wait, did they just put cakes? But ceramics, yes, I heard. Yes, it's yours, Harry. Help the dying. He was afraid. He turned to say something to Machelbezi, but thought better of it. He runs on the street quickly begins to argue with his secretary that should not disturb her. He picked up the phone and wanted to go home, but he changed his mind. He hangs up and starts thinking about the beard. No, you're a fool. Porter is not that kind of person. A unique name. He believed that a man named Potter had a son named Harry. He didn't know his cousin's name was Harry. He had never seen a boy before. Maybe Harvey or Harold. There's no need to worry. The Dursley's right. When I talk to his brother, he's always angry. He didn't blame herself for having brother like him. He is, after all, a man who wears clothes. Yeah, America. He had differently concentrating in the afternoon class, and when he left the class at 5 o'clock in the afternoon, he became very agitated and approached the man behind the door. They forgive me! The old man almost fell. After a few seconds, the Dursleys were dressed in red. He almost fell to the ground. It seemed that he was not shaken, but stirred. Instead of loving simple appear at the corner of his mouth, he looked at the passerby and said loudly, "Enjoy it, because I know you will eventually. People like you should celebrate this day with joy and happiness." I don't know what he said to him, to be honest. Then there are former champions. The Dursleys leave. The man became famous in the Dursley community. An unknown person is against him. Probably Voldemort. Yet he calls himself an idiot. They fear it. He quickly got into the car and drove home. I didn't let myself think too much. I drove home without an unexpected nightmare. When he got to the 4th Street, the first thing he saw was the same cat he saw in the morning. But it didn't hurt him. Now he climbs the garden wall. It seems like this, a similar concept is also common for the eyes. Gotta remember that. That's a great passage. The seal! The sea! Oh, I thought it said the seal. The sea! Mr. Dursley complained. The dog did not move. So there's a dog and there's a cat. This just makes him uncomfortable. Is the cat well behaved? Help! Surprised the doorway. He got up and entered the house. He decided not to tell his wife. Mrs. It was a normal day for the Dursleys. During the dinner, he tells him about the problem with the neighbor, his daughter, and how Dudley came to the new game. I can't help it. With the Dursleys' help, we try to do better. Dursleys are like the presidential family. Can't do better than that. Can't do better. They're like the presidential family, bro. They're clear. With Dudley's help, we try to do better. Dudley got out of bed and entered the room. It was time to give my final report for the evening. Yeah. Finally, bird watchers around the world can see the unusual behavior of the country's chicken today. Look at all these chickens. Although hawks typically hunt at night and are rarely seen during the day, hundreds of birds fly overhead at any given time. I mean, that's all the time. That's great, the store owner, current prospector Jim McGuffin, said with a smile. Jim, will it rain today? Okay, Ted, the meteorologist. I don't know. I don't know, but there are not only animals that are behaved strangely today. I got calls from observers in Kent, Yorkshire, and Dundee saying they promised rain didn't materialize yesterday. I did it. Shooting stars. We were told it would rain, and there were and there will be fireworks in the morning. It won't happen until next week, but I guarantee it will rain in the evening. It's a guarantee. The king is still strong. Dursleys retreated to their seats. Is this a woman? He was stunned and speechless. Hey, haven't you heard of Aunt Petunia? Yeah, she's really fucking known, a sweeping sensation around the nation. The Dursleys right. In fact, most of the time, they act like they don't have sisters. No, he said firmly. Why? What's so interesting about this story? He complained. The Dursleys right. Dogs. Stars. There are lots of interesting people in town today. Then, as the woman, well, I thought maybe it has something to do with, his size. Miss, I think Dursley has the nerve to ask her if she never ever heard the name Potter. Instead, he asked, how old is your son, Dudley? Is he fucking adopting him? I think so, said Miss. How old is your son? I think so. Old Howard, okay? Harry? Yes, said the teacher. The Dursleys were disappointed. I am. He said nothing and went to sleep. While the Dursleys were in the bathroom, Mr. Dursley climbed to his bedroom window and looked into the garden. The dog is still there. He walked down Private Drive as if he was waiting for someone. Do you have the right idea? Are they all Potters? If he has every fucking body, an animal, and random person and a weird person on the street is a Potter. That's that kind of Potter, yeah. If yes, when he found out that he was getting married, he thought that he could not get married because he was getting married. I hope the Dursleys get back on their feet. Soon the woman fell asleep. The Dursleys turned everything around. His last comforting thought before falling asleep was that you were there too. You were there too. You. And you don't need to be near him and his wife. The doctor and Penny know exactly what they think of themselves and their people. He felt the ground crying. Benny wanted to know what happened. I butchered that line pretty bad. Wait, what? Wait, that's it? That's the whole chapter? No way. There should be more. Yeah, there should be more. Hold on. Why is it? How many was it? 13? Okay. Alright. Maybe you are sleeping, but the door did not sleep with the wolf behind the wall. He sat like a statue, staring at the corner of Privet Drive. I wasn't surprised to see a closed car door on the street next to me. So what the fuck, they all open? Or two signs flying up. It's normal shit. Actually, it was already midnight when the dog stopped. While the dogs were running, one came out. He appeared so suddenly and slowly that I thought he had jumped. His tail was curled and his eyes were open. Private Drive had never seen people like this. He is tall and lean and that's probably Dumbledore, and looks older than his age with silver hair and waist length beard. Alright, I gotta let my dog in. Hold on. Anyway, she was wearing a red dress and high heels. Blue eyes shone behind round glasses, and the nose was so long and curved as if it had been broken in half. The man is called Albus Dumbledore. They made him sound like he was a fucking tranny. Nothing wrong with that, it's just, damn. Albus Dumbledore didn't even notice he was gone because everything from his name to his shoes confused him. She was busy arranging her clothes, but he felt like people were looking at him. So just look at the dog. Hey, don't look at me, look at the dog. Because the dog was always watching him from across the street. For some reason, he was happy with the cat, but not with the dog. He smiled and whispered, "I should know." He found what he wanted in the bag. I think it's a silver lamp. When he heard a click, he opened it and took it. A nearby candle made a faint noise and went out. He pressed again, and another light flickered in the dark. You pressed the lead key 12 times, and the owl sees it. Oh my god. You press the delete key 12 times and the owl sees it. Even the blind Dursleys couldn't see what was happening on the street when they looked out the window. Keeping his clothes under him, Dumbledore entered the fourth room and sat down against the wall next to the dog. He couldn't see him, but he talked to him later. "It's nice to see you here, Professor Mark." He smiled at me, but then he disappeared. Instead, he smiled at the dark-haired woman wearing glasses that looked like a dog tags. She has like some fucked up Mad Libs, yo. She also wore an emerald green dress. Her dark hair was pulled back into a pony. He was horrified by what he saw. "How do you know it's me?" "Hide them! Dear sir, I've never seen a dog fly." What the fuck? "Sitting in front of the wall all day can make you tired," says Dr. McGonagall. "All day? When do we celebrate? We have lots of parties and celebrations before we get here." Professor Mark was angry. "Yes, you see that. Everyone is happy." He said with impatience, "You think you're so careful, but you're not. Even good people know what's going on. Your story is out there." I bent down and looked out the living room window. "I heard it. Those dogs shooting stars." Shooting stars? What? I got lost. Shooting stars. Well, they weren't stupid. You must feel something. The star that fell in Kent must have been Daedalus Diggle. Listen, sounds good to you. Sounds good to use. "You can't blame them," Dumbledore said carefully. "After 11 years, we have nothing to celebrate." It's not like fucking Voldemort just passed away. "I know," said Professor Mark, "but this is no reason to give up hope. He said, you don't notice anything and you sit in the street in normal clothes until the sun goes down and this afternoon. You sit in normal clothes in the street and you... Why does it sound like a punishment? You will sit in regular clothes on the street and you will behave. Dumbledore looked interested as if he expected him to say something, but he didn't. He continued. That doesn't matter what would happen if one day people disappeared. Dumbledore looks at Dumbledore. You should be grateful. Can you give me a lemonade? What? Lime bars. They're normal candy. No thanks, Professor May said calmly. If you think now is not the time to drink lemon juice, like I said, even, people who... Dear Professor, I assure this is a person with the same name. I tried everything, for 11 years, but without success. Sure name, last name, sure name. His name is Lord Voldemort. Sure name, last name, sure name. Got it? His name is Lord Voldemort. Professor McGrady. I'm surprised, but I'm not afraid to remind Voldemort any more than Dumbledore was afraid to eat a lemon. That's right. I can't do that, said Professor McGrady, shaken and disturbed. We all know you're the only one who's afraid of Voldemort. Thank you, Dumbledore said quietly. Voldemort has powers. I don't. Oh, that's it. This is a very good opportunity. Use it. Thank God for the darkness. I was ashamed when Madame Pumphrey told me she liked my new boyfriend. What? What? Wait. First of all, since when McGonagall is dating and Madame Pumphrey is trying to steal her mans? Damn, see, you gotta translate Harry Potter like 21 times to get the real story out of it, the real spice, the real juice, all the salt, Professor McGrady looked at Dumbledore and said, do you know what everyone is saying? Why did you disappear? Why did it stop? Looked like Professor Mark has achieved his goal. The real reason he sat on the front of the cold wall all day was because he couldn't see Dumbledore, the wolf, and the woman clearly. It's just like that. Apparently, no matter what everyone said, Dumbledore didn't want to believe it until he was told it was true. But Dumbledore picked another lemon and did not answer. They say Voldemort was in Godric's room last night. He looked at the barrel. Lily James Potter had a feeling, a vision. Die. Dumbledore shook his head. Professor May noted, Lily and James, I can't believe it. Oh, Albus. Dumbledore stepped forward and shrugged. I know, he said deeply. Professor May continued to tremble, her voice trembling, she's trembling, her ass is trembling, her fucking teeth are trembling, everything trembling, man. She gets crazy out there, man. She was a cat that looked like a dog that was climbing a wall, then turned into human. He even got Professor Dumbledore terrified. But the matter does not end here. They wanted to kill Harry's son, but he can't. You cannot kill children. No one knows why or how, but when he failed to kill Harry Potter, Voldemort lost his power and disappeared. Dumbledore nodded sadly. Is it true, Professor May? He hesitated. He killed them all. He couldn't kill the children. It's impossible. Something stopped him. But how did Harry survive? Just a guess, Dumbledore said. I guess we don't know. Professor May took off his hunting gloves and wiped his eyes under the glasses. Dumbledore took a gold watch out of his pocket, took a deep breath, and examined it. This is a rare watch. There are 12 hands, but no numbers. Instead, the stars move sideways. But Dumbledore had to find out. Dumbledore pocketed it, and said, "Hagrid has been taken." Damn. A fucking iWatch or some shit. "Is he here?" "Yes," said Professor Mark. "You don't think you'll tell me why I was brought here? I took Harry to visit his uncle and aunt. He's the only one left in his family." "You don't mean the people who live here?" Professor Maguire shouted, jumping up and pointing at number 4. "Dumbledore, we can't do this. I look at him all day. I can't be two different people." I mean, that's called schizophrenia at that point, so yeah, you can't be two people. "They have children. I look at him all day. I saw that he hit his mother in the garden and shouted, 'Harry, father, sit here!'" What is this shit? Oh my god. "That's the best thing about it," Dumbledore said. "When he was big, his sister and brother could explain everything to him, so I wrote to them." "A message?" Professor McGrady stood against the wall and slowly repeated the plan. "Seriously, Dumbledore, can you explain this in a book?" Wait, she asked him to write a book? "People will never understand. He will be famous. He will become a legend. From now on, if his name is Harry Potter, I will talk about him next time. I will not speak today. It won't end." This will be Harry's book. Wait, they're talking about Harry Potter books? Bro, it's like they know I'm reading this. It's like the fourth wall breaking right here. "This will be Harry's book. For every miracle in the world, the boy will know his name." "You're right," Dumbledore said, and rolled his eyes. "It's enough to change a boy before he speaks his big, before he forgets his big, before he's ready, he hides everything." What? I'm not sure if it's going well or not. Can you explain it more? Is that you? Professor McGrady opened his mouth, changed his mind, swallowed, and said, "But Dumbledore, how did that guy get there?" Suddenly he looked down at her skirt as if Harry was hiding underneath his clothes. Why was he looking at her skirt? Fucking pervert. "Hagrid brought me here. Do you think it's a good idea to ask Hagrid such an important question?" How is this makes no sense. "I've lived in Hagrid's company all my life," Dumbledore said. "I'm not saying his heart isn't in the right place," Professor Mark said. "But you can't do it if they don't care. That's their goal, but why?" A quiet scream broke the silence around him. "This is especially intense when the streets are full of fire." Hey, I guess Britain, British run differently. They set their fucking streets on fire at night. It's just how they roll. They looked up at the sky, heard thunder, and saw a big motorcycle. He flew in the air and landed on the road in front of me. Although the bike is great, it does not make any difference for the rider. What? Is it 2 times higher and 5 times higher than an average person? Is that a question or a statement? It's too obvious to see, too big to ignore. Long black hair and beard cover most of his face. His hands are the size of hats. His feet are made of dog skin. Wow, that's dark. He had blanket for his hands. For his hand. "Hagrid," Dumbledore said quietly. "Finally, where did you buy the bike?" Man, what the fuck? "At the dealership. I stole it." "Lord Dumbledore, I borrowed it. Vishal said, Vishal carefully parked the motorcycle. Sirius Black's friend sent me a message. Sir, you understand? Good man? No. The boss will not be eliminated, but I will be safe until the bandits come. The bandits are coming. He was asleep when he went to Bristol. Dumbledore and Professor McGrady were standing there holding blankets. Now you see the boy sleeping comfortably. Under the black hair in the forehead, I saw a strange line like lightning. Maybe you were sleeping, but the doors did not sleep with the wolf behind the wall. He sat like a statue, staring at the corner of Privet Drive. I was supposed to see a closed car door, or the street next to me, or two signs flying up. Actually, I was already midnight when the dog stopped. While the dogs were running, one came out. Oh, shit, I already read that. My bad. I gotta keep going back and forward. Wait, I read... I'm missing what? It should be good now. Ah, there we go. Yeah, this is it. Window project preview. There we go. This, Professor May whispers. Yes, said Dumbledore. You will always have scars on your body. Dumbledore, can you do anything for me? Though I don't know, sometimes tracks are useful. I have a whole map of London in my left knee. What? Well, this is for you, Hagrid. I hope you're all right. Dumbledore lifted Harry in his arms, turned to the Dursleys. Sir, can I take a vacation? Water Hagrid. Water Hagrid. Here it is. Wait, if there is a water Hagrid, just hear me out. If there is a water Hagrid, there has to be a fire Hagrid, earth Hagrid, air Hagrid, and the Avatar grid. Harry Avatar. Oh my god. He raises his hairy head to Harry and kisses his probably very bushy beard. Suddenly Hagrid growled like a wounded dog. Shut your mouth, Professor Mark said. We want to wake up the community. Like it's a statement. I love it. Sorry, Hagrid shouted, snapped his fingers and burying his face in them. But I can't afford it. Lily and James will die, and poor Harry will be left with pudding. Shit, man, that sucks when you're left with pudding and your parents when your parents die and you're left with pudding. Just yes, it's a shame, but wait, Hagrid, or you will find out. As Dumbledore climbed the garden wall. Oh my god, Dumbledore climbed the garden wall. Nice. Professor McGonagall gently slung the hammer over his shoulder. I whisper. He slowly closed the door behind Harry, took a book from his coat, placed it under Harry's blanket, and returned to the other two. All three stared at the small package for a minute. Hagrid's shoulders shook. Professor McGrady felt pain, and Dumbledore's shadow disappeared. What? Okay, Dumbledore concluded. There is no need to wait now. We can come and participate in celebrations. Yes, said Hagrid. You must take the bike outside. Hello, Professor McGonagall and Dumbledore. Hagrid wiped his eyes with his hand, got on the bike, and started the engine. He flapped his hands in the air like he just don't care. And it sounded like an explosion. The night in the town. See you soon. Professor McGrady, Dumbledore told him. Professor Mark answered loudly. They couldn't even translate the fucking name the same. It's like 3 different fucking people, but I was talking about the same guy. Professor McGrady, Professor Mark, and Professor McGonagall. And Dr. McGonagall are the same person. It's just Wow, what 21 languages can do to a wonderful book. Dumbledore turned and left the room. He stood in the corner and took the silver lamp. He pressed the button, the gaslight came back, and Private Dry turned orange. On the fourth step, I found a pile of dirt. Bro, this did just became Jack Sparrow. I got a jar of dirt. You're welcome, Harry, she whispers. She took her clothes, turned, and disappeared. She was naked the whole time? Oh, broke my keyboard. But the time on Private Drive is bright. He slept peacefully under the dark sky. I'm not waiting for miracles here. Harry Potter shed his clothes, but didn't stop. He's just a baby. He held the book in his small hand, not knowing its importance and lightness, or that he would wake up in few hours. His wife was the first to know. The door is still open. What he didn't know was that the bottle of milk was missing. And Uncle Dudley had been collecting it for several weeks. What the fuck does it have to do? What does it have to do with anything? People from all over the world secretly gathered, raised their glasses, and whispered, "Long live Harry Potter." They didn't know. Thank you for watching my live stream. This was this was fucking stupid entertaining for some reason to me. I will come up with the next chapter. The next chapter is called Chapter 2, On It, No Ice. That's the name of Chapter 2. When I'm done with it, I will stream that too. Thank you for watching me. I'll try to change out my glasses because I'm tired of these freaking evil eyes, but it has a nice effect to it. Anyway, peace out, people. Bye bye.